600 square feet, fully off-grid, solar-powered, and the guy who built it says it cost him $30,000. I didn't believe him either. So I went and checked every number myself. The lumber, the panels, the batteries, the permits, and what I found out is not what you'd expect. Some of it's true, some of it's, let's say, creatively rounded. Stick around, because by the end of this video you'll know exactly what a cabin like this really costs, and whether you could actually pull it off for 30 grand where you live. If you've ever daydreamed about a place like this, no power bill, no mortgage stress, just you and 600 square feet of quiet, hit subscribe now, because I'm building a whole series on off-grid living done right, not off-grid living done for clicks. Okay, let's go inside. Picture this: reclaimed pine walls, a wood stove in the corner, a sleeping loft you access by a ladder that looks like it was salvaged from an old barn, big south-facing windows pulling in every ounce of winter light, and outside, a small array of solar panels quietly doing the one job that makes this whole lifestyle possible. It's the kind of cabin that shows up in your Pinterest feed, labeled 30K Dream Home, and gets shared thousands of times. But here's the question nobody in those posts ever answers. $30,000 for what, exactly? Land, labor, permits, a finished, move-in-ready cabin, or a shell with a tarp for a roof? That's what we're actually going to dig into, because the honest cabin math is a lot more interesting than the headline. What $30,000 actually buys in 2026. Let's start with the number everyone quotes and nobody sources. Industry data on small off-grid cabin builds puts a realistic range for a 600 square foot stick frame cabin, with a well and solar included, at roughly $50,000 to $80,000 all in. A pre-cut DIY log kit around 400 square feet can come in lower, somewhere between $35,000 and $55,000, and broader small cabin cost guides put a 400 to 600 square foot cabin anywhere from $40,000 up to $150,000, depending on finishes. So where does $30,000 actually fit? And here's something important to say up front, before we go any further. That $30,000 number almost never includes the land itself. It's construction and systems only. If you don't already own the dirt, add that cost separately, because raw land is its own budget line entirely. Here's the honest answer. It's possible, but only under a very specific set of conditions. Condition number 1, you already own the land. Condition number 2, you're doing 100% of the labor yourself. Condition number 3, you skip the drilled well, use a composting toilet or hauled water, and keep the finishes genuinely rustic. No drywall, no granite countertops. In other words, the $30,000 cabin is real, but it's the floor of the range, not the average. If a listing or a video shows you a fully finished 600 square foot solar cabin for 30 grand and doesn't mention land, labor, or utilities separately, be skeptical. That's rule number 1 of not getting burned chasing this dream. The solar side of the equation. Now let's talk about the part that makes this a solar cabin, and not just a cabin. A full custom off-grid solar system, built from scratch with a licensed electrician, ground-mounted panels, and a dedicated battery room, can run shockingly high. Hardware alone for a small cabin setup might land around $17,000, but once you add professional labor, total costs can climb towards $60,000. A licensed electrician alone might bill $20,000 just to install a ground-mounted array and battery room. That's obviously not what a $30,000 cabin builder is doing. Here's what's actually changed the game in 2026. Pre-built solar kits. A complete off-grid kit, panels, lithium battery, inverter, and charge controller now starts around $4,500 before incentives, down significantly from just a few years ago. For a small cabin pulling modest power, lights, a fridge, phone charging, maybe a laptop, a well-sized kit in that range, paired with a bit of DIY wiring, is genuinely achievable. And there's one more piece almost nobody mentions, the 30% federal residential clean energy tax credit. It applies when the system is permanently installed in a structure you use as a residence, and that includes cabins, whether it's your primary home or a secondary one. A $5,500 cabin solar kit effectively drops to around $3,800 after the credit. That's real money back in your pocket, and it's one of the few honest reasons the $30,000 number gets thrown around, because some builders are quoting pre-tax credit costs and others are quoting after. This is the part that actually matters if you're serious about this, not the pretty photos, the tax code. Stick with me, because next, I'm going to show you exactly where the corners get cut to hit that number, and whether those corners are smart or dangerous. Where the money really goes, the honest breakdown. Let's build the budget out loud, piece by piece, the way it actually breaks down for a lean, DIY-heavy 600 square foot build. Structure. This is 35 to 45% of your total budget: framing, roofing, insulation, windows, doors. Budget roughly $125 to $175 per square foot for a contractor-built frame. For 600 square feet, that's realistically $75,000 to $105,000 if you hire it out completely. The only way to get anywhere near $30,000 total is by doing the framing yourself, using a kit, or significantly downsizing. Power. As we covered, a pre-built solar kit can land you a workable system for cabin-scale power somewhere between $3,000 and $8,000, especially after the tax credit. Water. A drilled well runs $3,000 to $15,000 or more. Skip the well, and you're hauling water or collecting rain, which is exactly what a lot of true $30,000 builds do. Site work and access. Road, clearing, septic or composting toilet setup. This can range from $3,000 on simple, already accessible land, up past $30,000 on difficult terrain. Contingency. Every honest builder budgets 10 to 15% extra. If you don't, you will need it anyway. You'll just be surprised by it. Add it up the lean way: DIY labor, kit solar with the tax credit, no well, easy access land you already own, and $30,000 starts to look less like a myth and more like a very specific, very achievable floor. Add it up the other way: hired labor, drilled well, difficult site, and you're looking at $80,000 to over $100,000 for the same footprint. Same cabin, same 600 square feet, two completely different price tags, depending entirely on what you're willing to do yourself. Is it worth it? So, should you actually try to build this? If you already own land, have some construction skills, or patience to learn them, and you're realistic about rustic, meaning simple rather than luxurious, this is genuinely one of the most achievable paths to owning a home outright, free of a mortgage, and mostly free of utility bills. Solar panels typically carry 25-year warranties. Modern lithium iron phosphate batteries, the LEAF PO4 chemistry most kits use now, can easily last 10 to 15 years of daily use before seeing significant degradation. By the time you actually need a replacement, battery technology will almost certainly be cheaper and higher density than it is today. If you're picturing granite countertops, a drilled well, hired contractors, and a finished product that looks exactly like the photos, budget closer to $50,000 to $80,000, and you'll be much happier with the outcome than if you chase an unrealistic number and run out of money halfway through the roof. Here's the honest truth. The $30,000 rustic solar cabin isn't a myth, and it isn't a lie. It's a floor that only a specific kind of builder hits, using land they already own, their own two hands, and a smart solar kit backed by a tax credit most people don't even know exists. If you want to build one yourself, the order of operations matters more than almost anything else, and getting it backwards is the single most common reason people blow their budget in month 2. That's exactly what I'm covering in the next video, the 6-step build order that keeps a project like this under budget, starting with the one decision you have to make before you even buy land. Subscribe so you don't miss it, and drop a comment. Would you actually do this? DIY, off-grid, 600 square feet, or is that a hard no for you? I read every one. See you in the next one.